Hello everybody, I've had a special request from the TheJankmaster here. He wanted to have a look at Commissar Yarrick, a model that I think he noticed in my box in my last video, so good spot there. And I do requests, so I thought I'd get him out and you can have a look. I'll put up a couple of decent pictures in a minute like always, but so here he is. So he's, I think, one of the original models from the Imperial Guard Army, and yes, I do have an Imperial Guard Army. Again, they're all due for a repaint. And I think, if I remember rightly, he was one of the last models that I actually painted, so he's on the better spectrum of what I used to do. As you can see, the old moulding, look how thin and flat he is compared to the newer models, which go out in all directions. So I think at the time, and to be fair, even now, I'm pretty pleased with this one. But even when now I look at things like the blue cloth on the front there, I can see detail which needs to be picked out. So I think when I get around to repainting this army, I can do probably a much better job, especially on the skull and the skeleton there as well. I think I can probably do a little bit better. And the other thing he noticed was I did have some old school Necrons, and here they are. They're all painted at the time. One of my latter paint jobs, so not so bad. Now I probably won't end up repainting these because I sort of started this lot and fell out of love with them. They were a brand new army at the time. These are the old metal models, and I didn't like the way they went with Necrons, if you see what I mean. So I sort of painted these and then stopped. So I'll probably just keep these as they are. But we've got the old school, and again these are all metal. We've got the old school scarabs down there. I think that's a Necron Lord, Necron. I think they're called Necron Warriors now. I don't know what they were called at the time. Probably just Necrons. And I think this is a Destroyer. Now, this is a good example of why I fell out of love with them, because I really like that as a model. It looks a bit like Terminator or something like that, and I sort of like that. I like the idea of the huge gun on the side and just the robot there just sitting in it. And then I think they went the way of I think they went it took more like it had a head poking out of a body, and I didn't like the back. It didn't look like an engine, and I didn't like the way they went with the models. So nothing personal against the Necrons, but that's why I didn't really continue. But these were the originals from the original blister packs. I think they had a 2+ armor save at that time. I think it said something like they were made of a hyper alloy. If I'm right about that, that's incredible memory. But that's just the way I remember it being on the old data faxes. And the other reason I think I preferred these was that they reminded me of one of my favourite series, which is Battlestar Galactica. Both of the original and the remake, I like both. And the newer models to me just didn't do it. But so there we are. I'll put up a couple of better pictures now. And thank you very much, Jankmaster. I hope that satisfied your Commissar Yarrick and Necron craving. And thank you very much for noticing and asking, because I'll quite happily show you whatever you want. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you in the next one.